In the game of football, the best teams always have a next man up mentality. This week that means Trinidad Chambliss has been inserted into the QB spot.
You got to be ready for anything. The whole year, all the quarterbacks in the quarterback room have been locked in with quarterback notes, keeping up with film, making sure that they're prepared for, anything that could go down in the game. Obviously I've been getting a lot more reps, so this whole week has really been, a busy week for me, getting more reps with Coach Judge, going over more film, and just making sure that I'm prepared as much as I can be for Saturday, so I can go out there and execute and do my job.
A year ago, Chambliss quarterbacked Division II Ferris State to its third national title in the last 4 years.
In motion. Chambliss makes one miss, high steps to 6, touchdown for the sensational junior Trinidad Chambliss. Design run for Chambliss to the boundary side, makes one defender miss, and there goes Chambliss.
I think the thing about Trent, he's just a football player. He's a baller. You put him in real game-like situations, he makes plays.
Fourth down and short, ball batted up right into the hands of Chambliss. He follows his two blockers.
Being a gamer, you just go out there and do your job. Like I said, you really don't have to think about anything out there. You really don't have time to be nervous or, second guess yourself. So you just go out there and play ball and just play freely. And I feel like the best players to do that, and they don't think, and they just go out there and play ball and let the chips fall where they may.
He finds a way to get it done. He can certainly make every throw. He's a great runner. He's extremely athletic. He's sharp. He can pick things up quickly. I just think he's a winner. I think you saw that, when he was at Ferris State. He's just a football player.
Just really locked in, honestly. Trying not to think about it, trying not to make the moment too big, and just make sure that I'm ready to go. And I talk to my parents in the morning, talk to them, we pray, we talk. My dad was a high school coach, so he's always got something to say about, lecturing me about football or anything, just, preparing me or getting ready for the game. So, yes, it's been cool. I just want to bring, my play style. I'm a dual threat, quarterback. I feel like I'm more of a point guard out there. Because I did play basketball in high school and growing up. I actually did want to play basketball in college. Being a facilitator out there and just, getting my receivers the ball, and get them in open space and open field so they can just make great plays and, do the rest. And then, just make great decisions out there. And like I said, just do your job, honestly. Don't think about it too much. Football is just football. And, our guys will make sure that, they'll be in the right spot and that they'll be doing the right job too, so that we can all just be successful.
The respect that comes with the name Kiffin started with the patriarch and legendary defensive mind, Monty Kiffin. Decades later, his son Lane still marvels at the balance between hard work and family.
I think he had an amazing ability to be present wherever he was at, and even though he'd be coaching all day long and then he'd leave and come right to our baseball practice and have the roster and the batting order and everything like that, and fully present in that. And then sometimes he'd go back to work after that, whether he was at night even, scribbling on the notebook and putting it on the couch, just, some different plays. It was everywhere.
Since the passing of his father Monty in 2024, the Kiffins have been brought closer together with the return of Chris to the Ole Miss staff.
It's been awesome to have him here, and especially in a year of loss of both parents, and then to have his 4 kids and his wonderful wife Angela. It's just been amazing to have all 6 of them here and around the office, and then go on vacations together. It's been really cool because we haven't been that close because we've been spread out. I was just seeing a Sunday night dinner, and Knox and Layla were there, and then all Chris's kids, and we were just telling stories, about being young and stuff. And it was just I actually left going, Mom and Dad are up up watching this, say, man, that's a cool Sunday night. A lot of that hits me, and then I see Knox in high school and playing, and his buddies up here, so to have him now living here and his buddies around football is bringing back so many memories of what that was like for me.
The years Lane spent at his father's side left a lasting impression. So much so that today he stresses his staff do the same with their children and families.
The one thing I love as a coach is my kids can come up here any time of the day. My son at the bowl prep last year, the year before we threw the trick pass in the Penn State game, he knew exactly what was going to happen.
To have my kids in the building, to see the coaches' kids have relationships with each other. Me and Coach Garrison were just talking. Our daughters are best friends. They ride to school together every morning. These are bonds that last forever.
Kids and dogs, man, it's all over the building. I think it's pretty cool. You turn around, you got juice running in your meeting room. You've got the last year, Chris Kiffin's kids, they were getting homeschooled in our building.
When our players see our kids out there and us interacting with our kids, and Coach Kiffin interacting with our kids, it just reinforces that family environment. It reinforces there is a results aspect of this, but there's also a we're in it together aspect of this.
Your livelihood is on this. That's the mentality we gotta have. Everybody clear with that? Yes, we know it's gonna be a brawl, but I wouldn't want to go in there with anybody else.
All of it, and then went to the game. We saw the kickoff.
Yeah? What you think about that?
It was good.
Man, this is my son, this little AC right here, man. Say hey to the camera. Some people, they preach family and it's on a wall or a poster, and then there's other people that really live it. Coach Kiffin does that.
And I appreciate Kiff the most about is what he does with this program. He preaches family and talks about family, but he lives it.
It takes up a lot of our time, and so our family sacrifice, a lot for us to do the jobs that we do.
Taking a page from his father's playbook has changed the entire nature of his program.
He's probably had as big as an impact on my life than really anybody. He really cares, and you'll find very few people that genuinely care about people, not just coaches.
After pickleball with Randall Joyner, just said, hey man, I'm going to tell you something, kind of a life moment I was thinking to tell him as an old person. So I guess I'm kind of like old now to where I tell the younger people stuff.
That was one of the draws of why I wanted to come here, is because I wanted to learn from him, to see an individual experience the highs and the lows and back to a high and building up different things and just maturing as an individual. I just have so much respect for him, and so it's been really cool to see that and learn from that.
To see him here now with his kids, with Knox here, it's special to see.
How much have you changed in these 6 years as a father, as a family member?
Yeah, I think by far more in any 6-year span of my life, definitely. What I thought I wanted, what I thought I was, and then what I thought I needed, and what I really did, and how much kind of rhythm of life here I have and peace, and a lot of that was Oxford and Mississippi and choosing to and with that you slow down, and now so much family around. It's been an amazing 5 years.
Arkansas and Ole Miss. Stamble told us Austin Simmons, quarterback for the Rebels, might be a game-time decision. Where are you going here?
That is terrible. Man, so Arkansas just might win this, huh?
I got 2 words for you. Taylor Green. I think he's going to take down Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss.
Taylor Green, Bobby Petrino, that combination outscores Ole Miss, get a turnover late in the game to win it. I'm going with the Hogs.
What a perfect night to play great football, man. It's awesome out there. My mind's got to be right. It ain't about the crowd. It ain't about the energy. I don't want any of that. I've got to be locked in to do my job, whether I'm out there for the first play or whether I'm mentally prepared for if I'm called upon. There's going to be good and there's going to be bad. Rally from it. Just keep playing together and play physical and go after the ball. Team on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Entering the year, quarterback Austin Simmons was mostly an unknown quantity. Even more unknown was his backup, Trinidad Chambliss.
Trinidad Chambliss will start the game for Ole Miss, the senior from Grand Rapids, Michigan. He's 6'1", transfer from Ferris State.
And it's a keeper for Chambliss. Chambliss will keep it, trying to find some room off the left side and scoots out. And Chambliss with his first pass of the game.
Makes the defender miss. What a sweet move. And then he lowers to Boom on a DB at the 40-yard line. He's going to hand it off to Lacey. Lacey pushes it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
The textbook drive was perfectly executed by Chambliss. His counterpart in Cardinal and White was eager to respond.
In trouble, Green spins away and takes off at the 45, stretches the ball out, and is very close to the first down at the 39-yard line. There's a snap to Green again. Here comes pressure, steps up over the middle, got his man. Wide open to 10 in the end zone with no trouble is Blake. Omega Blake with a 30-yard touchdown catch from Taylon Green. Green's FBS leading 11th touchdown pass. We're even at 7-7 between Ole Miss and Arkansas. Chambliss in trouble, lobs it left side, wide open, Caden Lee! There's Caden Lee we've been looking for.
In their second possession of the game, Ole Miss covered 75 yards in 4 plays, taking 54 seconds off the clock to add another touchdown to the scoreboard.
Touchdown! Trinidad Chambliss takes it in, and the Rebels are back on top.
In a strange game of copycat, Arkansas matched them precisely, using just 4 downs to cover 75 yards in 54 seconds for the score.
And the Arkansas offense running room for Mike Washington. Breaks free and heads for the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
The quick strikes lit an offensive wildfire in the second quarter.
Breaks a tackle. Right inside the 10. Chambliss keeps it. Flag down. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Trinidad Chambliss with 2 rushing touchdowns already in his first FBS start. Green to the air. Has a completion. C.J. Brown is loose, and Brown's still going. Finally dropped at the 21-yard line. And he steams into the end zone. Touchdown. That was just an old school play.
We got to go out and play the opposing defense. It's simple. Make the plays that come to us, okay? Let's go.
In the midst of the scoring volley, an injury to Trinidad Chambliss flipped the Rebel QB script, bringing the banged-up Austin Simmons back into the fray.
He's going to keep and run himself, and he's down to the 3-yard line. And Simmons to throw. Crossing around, wide open, back in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Trey Wallace hauls it in.
While the Rebels notched scores with multiple QBs, Arkansas's Taylon Green preferred the solo act.
Green in trouble, being chased, gets away from the defender, stays in bounds, and all the way down to the 25. They elect to keep it on the ground with Taylon Green, who's got a ton of green in front of him, and a first down. Totally fooled the Ole Miss defense for a 20-yard run. He keeps it again, and Taylon Green is into the end zone for the Arkansas touchdown.
And then the wizardry continues. Taylon Green at the mesh point, so good. And right now, Ole Miss doesn't have an answer.
28-28 with 1:18 to go until halftime.
Hey, anything's good. Get the drive started here, kids. Get the drive started.
So the Rebels have 2 timeouts to work with and 1:18. And Trinidad Chambliss looks like he will return to the game. And this time he throws a strike to midfield for a first down to Wallace. Chambliss looking, and long pass is caught at the 20-yard line by Alexander. Here's the kick, little smooth leg, and he drives it through, and the Rebels win the first half. 31-28. What a half of football.
Let's get a restart button here, all right? We got a half to play here. All right? Let's get some turnovers. Let's keep protecting the ball on the other side. Let's finish our matches up. Physical, one-on-one. Let's go out, man. Play our ball. All right, we get the ball first. Let's go to work, man. Come on, man. We got this thing. Let's go. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
A reset for both defenses during the break led to the first snaps of the game for the punters. creating opportunity for separation for Kiffin's crew.
But I want the Rebels to take it down and score, David. Let's get up 2 scores in this contest because it's going to be big, as we know both offenses are really, really clicking well.
And Chambliss going downtown. Trey Wallace makes the grab inside the 40. Knocked out of bounds at about the 37-yard line.
Chambliss in the pocket, runs out to his right.
A laser to the sideline. Chambliss to throw with time. Open receiver caught inside the 5 by Wallace.
Chambliss to throw, crossing route, caught into the end zone. Touchdown on the slant pass to Deshaun Stribling. His first touchdown as an Ole Miss Rebel.
Chambliss's first touchdown pass of the game. 12 plays, 93 yards.
Trinidad Chambliss was answering the bell.
Deep ball, Chambliss, and it's pulled in. Jones Alexander. What a dime!
His 415 total yards of offense were the most by a first-time starting QB at Ole Miss since Jordan Ta'amu gained 455 yards in his first start against, coincidentally, the Arkansas Razorbacks.
23-yard try for Carnero.
And he drills that one. No trouble. Rebels get 3 more.
And it's a 13-point lead, the largest of the night for either team early in the 4th in Oxford.
I definitely want to see a better effort for sure and figure out a better way to get pressure on their quarterback, Taylon Green, who burned us not only with his arm but with his legs.
Boy, Xavier Harris just swallows Mike Washington. Look at
that, kind of crawls out of the pile.
Green in trouble in the backfield, slammed to the ground.
3 Rebels were there, led by Harris.
Back-to-back plays by the seniors starting to take over this drive for this Rebels defense.
Green in the pocket, fires deep toward the middle. It's going to be knocked away at the 1-yard line.
Cole never gives up on the play, and he comes in at a perfect time.
As Sam Pittman elected not to go for it from about the 33-yard line, missed a 51-yarder. This is a 49-yard attempt.
There's the kick. He's got plenty of leg on that one, and it's no good. Pushed it to the left.
He's 0 for 2. And it remains a 10-point lead for Lane Kiffin's Rebels.
Despite being shut out in the 3rd quarter, Arkansas's Taylon Green was not going away quietly.
It's time for Taylon Green to step up in a very important drive here in this ballgame.
Battling for every inch and taking a mile when he could.
Green wanting to throw. Far side, got a man in the flat, caught, working down the sidelines, out of bounds around the 20 is Raylan Sharp.
A now 6-minute drive for Arkansas. 5 minutes to go in the game. They go out of the I on 2nd and goal. Give to Washington. Touchdown, Arkansas. Oh, they leaned on that Ole Miss D-line. And it's a 1-score game, a chance to make it a 6-point game.
Well, Arkansas not dead yet. It's 41-35. That will cut it to 6 with 4:56 left to go in the game.
It's cliche, but true. No lead is safe in the SEC.
A very sharp Taylon Green on the last possession for Arkansas. Led them down the field. A drive that took about 6 minutes off the clock to pull them within a score. Can he lead them down the field 77 yards here to tie the game and potentially win it with a kick?
4-man front for Ole Miss. There's the snap, fakes the handoff, swing route, far side, big catch, headed to the sidelines at 35 and knocked off his feet for a first down.
So many great memories in this rivalry. 3 one-point games in the last 10 meetings. A 7-overtime game 20 years ago. And a strike by Taylon Green.
Quarterback draw right up the middle, breaks 1 tackle, gets all the way down to the 32-yard line. Another first down, a pickup of 12 for the Hogs.
A wide receiver screen, and they get it to Shanks, who's very dangerous in the open field.
Arkansas's got a chance to pull it out of the fire. 2 minutes to play. Ole Miss 41, Arkansas 35. Rebels lead by 6. There's the snap, swing route, far side.
Going to throw it here out in space on the screen to Jalen Brown. And he's wrapped up, fumble the ball.
Loose ball, do the Rebels have it? Yes, Ole Miss recovers.
A turnover by Arkansas, the first of the game.
Are you kidding me? play by T.J. Daugherty.
The team leader, the defensive leader, T.J. Daugherty, with the play of the game for this Ole Miss defense.
The win moved the Rebels to 2-0 in the SEC and gave them 3 straight wins against their neighbors to the west.
Trinidad Chambliss takes a knee. He's the toast of Oxford tonight.
And Ole Miss will knock off Arkansas 41-35 in a heck of a SEC football game.
Hey, 3-0. Home SEC win. On to next week. Let's go, baby.
Hey, that boy so serious, man. Hey, we held it down all the way to the end.
It takes hard work to do this. Every win is appreciated and hard work for us, so we back in the lab next week.
Hey, they thought they could run in here and run through us like some hogs. We eat hogs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Hey, you know what's going on? Real Mississippi boy, them boys from Arkansas. You know we put them pigs on the grill. We love bacon around this mug.
Yes, sir. Got the ball. I'm officially Strip City again. You know, shout out to the people. Dream come true. Dream come true. Hey, all glory to God, though. Nothing without him. All glory to him, man. The man above. All glory.
Whatever it is, man, it's about making plays in the end. Okay? And what happened was, man, you just kept going until it was one play. And then TJ comes in and strips it out from him. All right? We got a lot of work to do. There's a really good team coming in here next week. All right, really good. Okay, so we got to get back to work. We got to improve. We got to get better. Okay, but that's a hell of a job, man. You can feel good about how we finished the game. Okay, because it's all about the ball. So regardless of what went on, at the end of the day, we got the ball back to win the game. So hell of a job, man. All right, proud of you guys.
Scrib says it's out of respect, so I'm gonna wear it with respect, man. Just glad to get that W on to the next.